Okay, for all you vets, I'm going to try to sit here and make heads or tails out of something, and maybe somebody can steer me in the right direction. Just recently, I was awarded, you call that SMC. Yes. But I have other claims being filed for diabetes and stage 3 kidney failure. As I was going through my records, I seen that I had those diseases active in my medical record since 2014. 2014. Now, what gets me with that is I remember when I was going through respiratory failure in the hospital, and the VA went through my records and awarded me on a temporary basis because I was on oxygen at home. Okay, just bam. I did not realize what happened, but that's what they did. To this day, I didn't realize what happened. But later on, they did it again. They went inside of the records and they sent me a QMP appointment, which I think is wonderful. Sent me a QMP appointment for a mental health evaluation for caused by the hypothyroidism or something like that. I had to look at it and see, which I think was good by them. Okay, I really do. But here's my situation with this. If you did that for that, why couldn't you do that for the diabetes and the kidney failure? Why? You did it for the respiratory failure. Not the respiratory failure, but the hypothyroidism. Now, I'm not bashing anybody, but my situation's a dire here because in order for me to get treatment for diabetes and kidney failure, I have to pay for it on my own. Yes. This was not something that was service connected. Okay, but now we're finding out how I got those two diseases. All the high blood pressure, the kidney disease, and the diabetes are all interrelated. Totally interrelated. Now, having all three of those diseases, plus heart disease, is very, very difficult. Now, I don't know which one of those things are more, well, all of them are pretty deadly, but at once I was having problems like breathing, and so I thought it was the heart disease, but it wasn't. It was the diabetes. Once I got the diabetes down to a normal level, I stopped having those. Now every single morning, I get up and I see that my readings for diabetes is around 200. Okay, that's sleeping 8 hours. Sleeping 8 hours. What I found out is pretty much that something is dumping sugar into something. Okay, if it's in the heart, it's dumped there. The kidney is not filtering it, right? The kidneys are not filtering it, and there go your diabetes. Well, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Now, my thing, I'm really worried about how the VA is going to see all this stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of Really interested how they gonna look at it. I'm gonna watch every single video that I can to so I can get a better understanding. And all the videos I have seen, all three of those diseases, well, four, are connected. And with the diabetes comes neuropathy. And I'm going to tell you, if you got neuropathy, that means you got pain in the lower or lower extremities, maybe in your feet, and then could be in your hands. Happening in your feet, to me, is very dangerous, because if you don't have feeling in your toes, which I don't, you can't really judge what you're stepping on, or if you're actually stepping on something. That leads to falls. Yes, it leads to falls. How many times have I fallen? Let's say in the last 3 months, at least 3 times. It got to the point where I started keeping record of it. Yes. You know, those are just some of the things that happens to me because of one of those ailments. And that one comes from the diabetes. Recently, I had a heart procedure done for them to go in there and see, did I have a blockage? And then, did I have a deteriorating heart disease? Yes, I did. And a blockage. Which was very, very shocking to me. Okay, because I know I couldn't hardly do anything. I can barely walk without stopping and trying to catch my breath. But I kind of contribute that to the diabetes. Basically what I'm saying, you don't know what's causing what. You don't. So how can I explain that to somebody else? You got all three of those diseases. Let me make sure I count them right. Heart failure, kidney failure. Okay, let me think. I got one more to go. Kidney failure and diabetes. With diabetes come your neuropathy. Now, if anybody says you can get out and do things, well, you probably can, but not daily. Not daily. It's getting to the point now where I have to sit down, or somebody help me put the clothes on. Yes. Put clothes on. And I think the biggest thing they're really not used to is somebody else have to give you a shower. Yes. Because here's the deal with that, guys. If you got neuropathy, again, like I said, in a slippery shower, you're gone. People say, well, you need to sit down. How in the H you going to watch yourself totally if you're sitting down? But you can't do it, and the other person can't do it either. So, this is not an easy way of living. It's very, very difficult. And I think, like, again, I'm just going by and seeing all the stuff that was in my VA medical records. And besides my private medical records, how could all this stuff be missed like that? Okay, how could it all be missed? Now, I've been here in this country, Philippines, for almost 2 years. Okay, in the United States, a veteran 100%, he's covered for everything. But once you get here in the Philippines, it's not like that. Only service-connected disabilities they will treat. Anything else, you got to go to a private provider. Now, what's that leads me? Well, I didn't know this until I got here. Okay, until I went to my first VA appointment in Manila, and I was told this. Okay, I was told this, but after going through lab tests and seeing how hard my GFR was and my A1C, the doctor told me, you need to go see a private provider. And she actually wrote that inside the records. I recently just pulled that stuff up. Okay, but I had to do one at a time. Okay, I went to see the cardiologist because they didn't have one in Manila, so I had to go to a private one. Okay, and when she did all the studies and all the tests, the preliminary test reading showed blockage and it showed diastolic dysfunction. So we went in and done an angioplasty, and all that stuff was confirmed. You had some narrowing in some of the major arteries, but it was not enough to put something in there that opened it up. But still, it's a debilitating disease. Now, just imagine now, you got heart failure, you have diabetes. With diabetes, you got neuropathy, and you got kidney failure. My recently GFR was a 31. That's almost in stage 4. A 31. When you get all that stuff, all that bad news, you see all that, and any normal person is not gonna take that like, oh, I can deal with that. You cannot deal with that. Basically, with me, it's nothing but nightmares. Oh, you're gonna die here in a day or two. It's nothing but nightmares. Very bad ones. I'm not gonna get into what they are, but it's definitely about death. What? Death gonna just have to wait because I damn sure ain't killing myself. Not gonna happen. But anybody else having these type of issues with, how can I say, 3 or 4 debilitating illnesses, and it got you housebound, you can't do anything, you can barely take care of yourself, but you gotta have somebody else to help you, but most of the time you're doing it on your own. So anybody going through this type of deal, I would love to hear from you.